Hey everyone, Scott from Colorspace here. Hope your week is going well. It's time for another episode of Take 5 with Art, where we give you that chance to take a bit of the mental break from the hustle and bustle, disconnect, and look at a piece of artwork. So, as always, pens down, keyboards aside, let's take 5 with Art. So the piece we're looking at today is Lovebirds by Fiona Barbetti. Fiona is a Melbourne-based artist and she is a multidisciplinary artist. What that means is that she's dabbled in everything from painting to installations through to photography that you see here. Fiona is one of those artists who's able to really bring different aspects and elements from all of her skill sets together to create the works that you see now. Over the past few years, she has focused primarily on photography, which you can see here. And she's also incorporated into this themes of collages. And so, not this piece here, but one of her other pieces, she's actually created using all sorts of different pieces together to build a collage of a recognizable image, of which she then takes a photo of it. Now, Lovebirds is a photograph. And naturally, where it differs from your traditional photography, which usually brings to mind clearly recognizable crisp edges or a scene captured photorealistically, or as it were, this piece brings a different vibe to it because what Fiona has done is she hasn't digitally altered the image, but she has either projected an image onto a screen or laid this on top of a light box and then taken a photo of it. And the effect that this has created is that it has given this sort of soft outline to the silhouette, and she adds a bit of complexity to it by deliberately leaving in marks and scratches either on the film or on whatever material she's laid this on top of. And finally, the interesting aspect that draws attention to the middle, aside from the silhouette, is the brightness of the light in the middle that then fades into shadows above. So as I always like to say, with all art appreciation, we're following the 3 steps. 1, straight up, do you like it? 2, if not, are there any bits that you do like? And then finally 3, if not at all, then did the artist either intend for you to feel this way, or if you just don't like it, you don't like it, and that's cool too. I would say that this piece is a challenging one for me. The subject matter to me is fairly simple, and it doesn't feel particularly complex when I look at it, and also the color palette as well is quite dull and muted, which of course takes us to step 2. Are there any particular elements of this piece that I like? Now, having talked to quite a few artists and looking at heaps and heaps of artwork now, something that I have come to really learn is that not all artworks need to be loud and exciting for it to be interesting. This piece in particular is one that comes from a series of works by Fiona. What she's actually done is she's gone off to op shops to specifically look up old interesting knickknacks or antiques that she then places in a similar vein like this on top of a light or obscured, and she takes a photo of that item. The theme here is about how can we see something old in a new light, even if that light is something that is more muted and warm. And you know what it reminds me of is a little bit of the idea of upcycling, where this item here could have been some really gaudy, cheesy Valentine's Day gift. But presented like this, we can now see this item in a completely different light. And it's kind of cool that this item that previously would have just sat on a shelf somewhere is now the subject of our discussion, of our engagement, because it's giving us something different to experience. And so with that in mind, is there perhaps something lying around your home or your office, something that has just sat there for ages that could potentially be upcycled or reused in a different way that you hadn't thought about? If you did find something like that and you did turn something old into something new again, I'd love to know what you did. Please leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, that's time. I hope you enjoyed looking at this piece of artwork with me. Now, get back to work.